perfect lead in. How are you going to run next year? Have you got anything to tell us?
I have no idea.
No, haven't a clue.
Other than
Here we go.
say, it's going to be at least 2 days. In a larger venue, and we're kind of pulling together sort of guests and stuff just now.
That's it. I think we're looking at what we've definitely got an end game plan of what we want to push out there. But like last year was this year or last month or
the last one we did.
The last one we did was it was kind of like dipping our toes in the water a lot, and
we have a vision.
We do, and we want to make it better for every single person that comes. Yeah. So not one person, ideally in the ideal world, not one person will be upset or like have a bad experience or just generally we would just want everyone to enjoy it, everyone to come along, have a good time, make friends, and
come back again the next year.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Just
we're sort of working on kind of, I wouldn't say our brand identity or whatever, but what we want to offer people from Aberdeen, and what's going to make us different from the likes of your MCMs or your Collector Manias and stuff. And I mean, we talked a lot about maybe sort of taking more of a thought bubble kind of model and having, the cosplay element and everything is still there, but kind of maybe having a bit more of a focus on creators and maybe independent creators, as well as your movie stuff and your cosplay stuff and everything. So like I say, it's just sort of finding, now that we've done one, we at least know a little bit about what we're doing now, it's building that identity, that identity.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're terrified then, Colin.
Yeah. Apparently we know something. I thought we just winged it, to be honest. But I totally agree. We know what we're doing. We want to put more out there. It gives us the ability that we had a successful one in 2015. It gives us the ability to look at other options and expand it into other areas of geek culture. Yeah. Things that we really wanted to do this year, 2015.
But there just wasn't space, or there wasn't enough time.
There wasn't budgets. We didn't have the resources of everything. You need manpower to man these things. You need cash flow to get it in as well, and it was we're trying to raise money for a charity, and
and that's one thing with this year is that everyone's got to be aware of that we put our own cash into this year in a lot of things, as well. It wasn't just we weren't making any money out of this, it was all for charity, so we were on a shoestring, and it looks like we did a pretty good job of it. So next year we've got a budget that we could do bigger things and better things.
Exactly, and I think we can say we will be ticketing 2016. Don't think that's a leak or anything like that, but it just means that we can control the. Sorry, guys.
Craig's mind is now blown.
we can control it a little better. We know what to expect if we do a ticketed one as well, and we know what we can aim at, and how to split that up, how to entertain people throughout the day, throughout the week,
different things throughout the day, and there's room to spread basically into doing, doing stuff that we had talked about or wanted to do in 2015. The ability now there with the space and the budget and everything is.
I mean, I think if you look back at our lists, right back at the planning in 2015, we probably could have taken over the entire of Aberdeen. Every single venue in Aberdeen, right? We can have that there, we can have this there, we can do this there and that there. And it's like, hang on a minute.
It's still a dream, Colin.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean, Trans-X, I thought was like a lot of people who came away, particularly sort of Monty Nero was he was into being in Transition Extreme. He thought that was like a really good idea to have it in a unique place like that. And they were magic, man. I mean, the folk at work at Trans-X were just great. Every imposition we could think of, they were like, "Yep, no problem."
I'm sure how many cons can you go to and you see someone dressed as Scorpion, skating?
It was the Jon Snow kicking about.
I have a video of Jon Snow bailing on a ramp.
And it was like the 2 or 3 Spider-Men
climbing the wall,
and the climbing wall and stuff like that as well.
Brilliant.
I mean, we can't say enough about the Trans-X. They are fantastic guys and lassies. one thing is they are a charitable organisation as well, so that sort of tied in with us. They do a lot of work for the youth in the community and a lot of work for sort of like helping kids and stuff like that. And you know, it's I think we're both ex-BMXers, and we sort of always dreamed of having a skate park in Aberdeen as well. And okay, now we're a bit older, a little bit.
The knees won't hold up anymore.
It's not even the knees. You know what? It's 95% of the body now. But, yeah, the fact is that we could sort of go back, and it was almost reliving a little bit of our youth as well.
Definitely,
sort of, to a certain extent. I mean, Morgan, you take your
my son goes skateboarding there. That's his partner, and it's just great going down there. And Joe and his team, just a massive big to them. They were brilliant.
It's fantastic.
It's one thing, if you ever meet more laid back people in the world, it was great. They're like, why not? Yeah, we can
fine.
do that. Yeah,
as we were all having nervous breakdowns. Fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Just lounging back, going, "What are you worried about, guys? Come on, you're all right."
Because you were running like a blue ass fly, weren't you?
I haven't slept in 3 days, and you're saying it's going to be fine.
It was just when I was holding the door open, you were running out down the fire escape with a speaker in your arm.
That was to make announcements in the vendor bit.
Oh, right,
because the tannoy wasn't getting through to there, so I had a table for the Baguette Noir stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, we've got half a PA down there. We'll get it set up behind the Baguette Noir thing, and we'll make the announcement. And I maybe used it once. I made one announcement, and that was it. You know,
I never even knew that was going on.
But I think the day was quite good for that. There was a lot of things we learned as we moved through the day, and then one of the big ones were the guests in a room upstairs. They were getting traffic, but it wasn't maybe as much as we'd like them to have, you know. And then we just sold out of our t-shirts. The Tombola was sold out, and the raffle was getting blitzed with tickets as well. And it's like, well, let's move them down to the foyer, and you know, little actions like that. They made the day progress better. And it made it easier for the visitors and the guests to enjoy it.
Taking these decisions was, you know, like, we had a plan, but we kind of agreed that, okay, we're going to have to be reactive here as well, and that was one of those sort of reactive decisions. Was, okay, we need to get them down to the foyer because not enough people are seeing them. You know,
it works. That's what's good about us being like, it's like, you know, a small organisation as well. We can do that sort of thing. We can, if you know, if something doesn't work out, we can just
fix it. Yeah,
definitely.
You know, discussing it in a committee.
Yeah,
a committee of 3.
Come on. Yeah, we can cut it now.
Pee break.